Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. We are going to be covering Raw, we're going to be doing WWE news, we're going to be doing, like Tyro Magnus says, reactions. And we're also going to be doing gaming. As you can see, I have developed a brand new intro courtesy of Universal Studios. I think you all know by now, I ain't fucking around. Guys, once again, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. This is your WWE Raw review for August 31st. Guys, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Sting kicks off the show. Gotta say this straight off the bat. Sting looks like he is in the best shape of his life right now. Sting does take good care of himself, you know. He's not like, you know, what you may see in some older wrestlers where they're a little bit saggy, or, you know, for a man of his age, he does look like he's in great shape. You know, Triple H and Vinnie Mac were not fucking around when they said that Sting was in the best shape of his life, because we found out even before, when Sting was debuting, when the reports were saying he was supposed to be involved in the Bray Wyatt match, that Sting was in the best shape of his life. And I think Sting, you know, fair fucking play to him. He's got in the best shape of his life. He looks like a fucking badass, and that's all I gotta say. A week after making his first television appearance since WrestleMania, Sting kicked off Monday Night Raw in an in-ring promo addressing Seth Rollins. He took exception to the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, claiming he belongs in the same company as Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant, and Ultimate Warrior. Sting recalled Triple H shaking his hand after beating him at WrestleMania, and shaking his hand, he has vowed to prove to the world that Rollins is not half the man the COO is. Backstage, Rollins complained to Stephanie McMahon about Sting's words, in which the potential owner of the WWE seemed unsympathetic. This was a quick promo. I actually personally liked it. I'd rather have not Seth Rollins starting it off. But like I said, you know, this is probably serving a purpose leading into the feud. I think having Sting on screen is probably best. Because you don't want to do what they did with The Undertaker, where he's just like, you know, he's just there, or he just turns up in the pay-per-view or whatever. I think they're getting the money's worth with Sting. I think Sting did do a half-decent promo. Sting's kind of promos are a little bit goofy at times, but, you know, he basically said Seth Rollins is a little boy, etc., etc., so I personally enjoyed it, but like I said, not a big fan of the Seth Rollins-Stephanie McMahon interaction. I didn't personally like it. I don't think it served any purpose. But anyway, let us move on. We have Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. Pretty half-decent match. The only thing that is pretty shit was Dolph Ziggler defeated Rusev via disqualification. Despite controlling the majority of the bout, the Bulgarian Brute found himself down and out, about to be defeated by his main nemesis when Summer Rae interfered, drawing a disqualification victory to Ziggler. Obviously, I knew this was going to be a disqualification. I had a fair idea it was going to be a disqualification, and they're obviously going to be setting up a mixed tag between Lana and Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev and Summer Rae at Night of Champions. There was more bullshit that happened later on the show, but I'll get into that. But all in all, you know, wasn't a big fan of disqualification. I mean, if you're going to advertise a match, at least let it be fucking half decent. One of the problems I had with this was the fucking Beat the Clock challenge. I wasn't a big fan of the Beat the Clock challenge. As soon as the Beat the Clock challenge was announced, this rider featured the entire ordeal would be rifled with rushed matches. This is a problem I have. Yes, you can have divas on there, no problem. Go right ahead. But if you're gonna rush it, okay, if you're gonna rush these fucking matches, it's not gonna make any fucking sense. This is the problem we have here, and I've said this on many occasions. WWE, if they legitimately want the Divas Revolution to actually work, they actually have to fucking take their time, okay? It's like a fine wine, okay? Just because you make the wine in a day, you don't drink it straight away. It has to take its time. You have to let these matches draw out for people to be invested. If you're just going to do 3-minute matches, 1-minute matches, 2-minute matches, you might as well not do it at all. This is the thing I have. This is the problem I have with this Divas Revolution, is that there are legitimately talented women in it. But the problem we have is that we've got these groups together. So these women aren't being featured, they're the groups being featured, okay? Well, you know, when Lita and Trish Stratus and fucking, you know, all the other females who were there, they became legitimate stars because WWE actually took the time with them. They are not taking the time with this. The Becky Lynch defeated Alicia Fox via submission at 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Don't see a point in it, it was rushed. As soon as I seen the Beat the Clock challenge, I was like, okay, looks like I've got more toilet breaks to go to. Because at the end of the day, you could just skip this and just watch the show at Night of Champions. There's no investment now. What they need to do, they need Charlotte on her own. Nikki Bella on her own. Have a feud between the two. This is the problem we have. WWE rushing it too much. They got too many divas running about the ring, fucking skipping and going ballistic and going, come on, Nikki! Come on, Nikki! Right, that's boring, okay? You don't see that in male wrestling, so why the fuck would you do it in a women's division? Listen, I do say a lot of bad things about TNA, but there's one thing TNA does right, and that's the fucking knockouts, because they actually take the time with them. WWE needs to take the time with this women division. And if they don't, then it's fucking pointless. Let's move on. Ryback defeated Big Show via pinfall. Now, a lot of people were talking shit about this match. I tell you what, Big Show and Ryback actually had a fucking decent match. I'm sorry, all these people are saying, oh, you know, it's shit, you know, fuck Ryback and fuck Big Show. And listen, I think the big man did okay. I'll be honest with you, you know, Bench Report gave it a -B. The only probably reason why I may not have liked it was because that dumbass Miz was on commentary. But I thought it was okay, you know. The big guy fought his way back into the match with a spine buster, kicked out to a choke slam and slammed Big Show off the top rope. The Miz well-timed distraction allowed Ryback to deliver a shell shock on a massive opponent and successfully defended his title. I personally enjoyed it. I actually liked it. I think this is the proper way to have two big guys compete, not the... You know, the type of fucking Mark Henry and Big Show matches we've seen in the past. You know, it was... And listen, Big Show is fucking fast for his size, and I personally enjoyed the match. I actually seen the whole thing. I actually enjoyed it. And also, this match actually had investment, because the Intercontinental Championship was on the line. But my opinion is, why the fuck is The Miz there? Why the fuck is The Miz there? The Miz, just get him away. I don't care. Let him promote Santa's Little Helper, whatever bullshit movie he's doing. I'll probably only watch it because I like Paige's ass, but that's different. But anyway, have fucking Miz out of there. I don't know. Have a feud with a bull or something. I don't care for The Miz, okay? The money maker. I don't care, okay? Get him out of here. Bye-bye. Vamoose. Get the fuck out of here, okay? I want to see Big Show, Ryback actually have a fucking proper feud, because it's actually interesting. I actually did enjoy the match, you know. If you actually watch the match, you know, it was very fast-paced for Big Show's size, and these people saying, Big Show retire, Big Show retire. I think Big Show's fucking doing well. I think if you actually look at Big Show doing promos, he's actually pretty fucking solid. And I've talked shit about Big Show and saying, oh, he needs to retire, and jokingly saying it, but Big Show's fucking good for his age, you know what I mean? So I think people need to cut Big Show a bit of fucking slack right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Beat the Clock challenge. Excuse me, I'm going to go fast-paced these Beat the Clock challenges, but I'll get into your results. Charlotte defeated Brie Bella in 1 minute 40 seconds. Yeah, what fucking purpose does this serve? It makes Charlotte look weak. It makes Brie Bella look weak. It makes the Divas division look weak, because they are fast-pacing. The matches are too short. If they're going to do a this is the problem. A Divas Beat the Clock can be done, but it has to be done right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the worst thing to do. Okay? This is the worst thing to do. in a beat the clock challenge. And I honestly, I don't see a point in beat the clock challenges, even in the male division. I fucking hate it. It's just pointless to me. Cesaro versus Kevin Owens. Pretty fucking solid match between these two. The only problem is, however, no investment. There's no fucking investment between the two. The title isn't that they don't have a championship involved in the feud. They don't have a storyline. It's just two guys that hate each other that are just competing. These guys are putting on great matches, but like I said, that's why I like the Big Show Ryback thing, because the title was on the line. That's why Seth Rollins, and I will talk about John Cena in a minute, but that's why I don't want to see United States Championship in the hands of a main eventer, because these guys do not have incentive to compete against each other. This is the problem we have. But anyway, Cesaro basically went off the rope, hurt his ribs, injured the ribs, and led it to Owens doing a pop-up powerbomb for the win. Very good, solid match. Only difference is no fucking title in this feud, which, if there's a feud that needs a fucking title in it, it's this one. I don't know, bring back the European Championship, or just bring back the Hardcore Champ. I don't know, but these feuds need incentive. Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman. Pretty good. Listen, when I seen this big guy, I thought, this is going to be another, Brodus Clay push. And I'm glad it isn't. I think this guy is a good addition to the Wyatt family. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to bring back Eric Rowan, because he is injured. He probably will be back, but this guy legitimately threw, and I've said this on countless times, he threw Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns like a fucking wet lettuce. Threw them about, I don't think I've seen that in a long time. Everyone says, make Roman look strong. When CM Punk said it. Listen, Roman did not look fucking strong in this feud, I'm telling you. And it's a pity, because I do like Dean Ambrose. But this guy legitimately looks like a fucking badass. So, yes. Obviously, Braun Strowman defeated Dean Ambrose via disqualification. After being provoked, Reigns attacked Strowman, drawing the disqualification, providing he fed off the babyfaces and left them lying on the mat without any assistance from Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. The Wyatt family founding members did make their presence felt to close out the segment, though Bray Wyatt delivered his sister Abigail to Reigns and posed over his fallen body. Pretty fucking good. I think this is the right way to develop a big champion. He literally just beat the living fucking shit out of them. But ladies and gentlemen, it goes from good to fucking worse. Paige versus Sasha Banks, absolutely fucking horrible. Result was in a no contest. Charlotte was announced as number one contender. Paige, I don't really know what to get into, but Paige basically didn't win. It resulted in a no contest. Charlotte is now announced as number one contender. The Bella Twins appeared to stir down the competition. And like I said, I've said this on countless occasions, no investment. And please never do that again, Finny Mac. Please never do that again. Dudley Boys versus the New Day. I actually enjoyed this. Bench Report's given it a C+. I thought it was pretty solid. It's probably the only tag team match in WWE I've been invested in the last fucking 4 years since the Hardy Boys were there. 5 years. I think Jeff was there 5 years ago. Was it 2009? 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jesus, 6 fucking years he's been there? Jesus. I knew it was long, didn't think it was that long, but anyway. The New Day continued its crusade to save the tables. Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods, looking very much like a character from Thundercats, used their numbers advantage to gain the upper hand. Shortly after, the 3D finished off Kofi Kingston and scored the win for the all-time great tag team champions. All-time great team, should I say. We're live. But after the match, the Dudleys threatened to put Big E through a table, but Woods invented and pulled his teammate to safety. Your winners, the Dudley Boys, defeated New Day via pinfall. I think they're gonna try and I don't know if the Dudleys should win or not because there's still investment for them to win, and I want to see this tag team division doing very well. But the Dudley Boys look fucking strong. Fair fucking play to them. Seth Rollins calls out Stang. In search of a statue, Seth Rollins hit the ring and called Sting to the ring. However, Stephanie McMahon, who did not take kindly to the Art Attack referring him as potentially being better than Triple H, interrupted him. The Billion Dollar Princess warned Rollins that he was all part of Sting's mind game. He was an attempt to tear the Authority apart from the inside. John Cena obviously can't fucking stay out of a good fucking match. He shows up. Would appear to attempt to do just that, reminding Rollins of everyone who sided with the game, only to experience his wrath. Is this a licking of Triple H's ass? Fucking feud now? Oh, you're better than Triple H. No, I'm better than Triple H. Triple H is the best of all time. You clearly knew Triple H wrote this bullshit. But anyway, who sided with the game, only to experience his wrath when the time came. He told the WWE World Heavyweight Champion and the United States Champion that if his associates were really concerned about him, they would not allow him to exercise his rematch clause, thus forcing Rollins to defend the United States Championship on the same night. That must be defended and top prize in wrestling against Sting. Stephanie awarded Cena the match, leaving Rollins enraged to close out the program. All in all, pretty solid. Sting was there. I had a fair idea Seth Rollins would have to fucking, defend his championship, the two of them. Honestly, I could probably see Cena winning the United States Championship again, and I don't think Sting may win. Let me think. I'm trying to think if John Cena loses and Sting. I think Seth Rollins is gonna drop at least one belt, but Sting cannot lose. I mean, if he's gonna lose twice in a row, it's gonna be fucking pointless. You understand what I mean by that? So I don't see a point in that. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think in the new intro. Pretty long show, but ladies and gentlemen, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this Raw review, make sure to take this time to subscribe. There is no other place to go to. I want to thank all your support. So if you want to be involved in the General Jerry Army, click right here to take that time to subscribe.